If you are serious about what protein you use, then use what Jersey Jay-Z uses. Equip Foods Protein. Order yours now at equipfoods.com and use the promo code JerseyJayZ for a special discount.
Guys, I'm Joe Zapata here with the Rambling Freak, bodybuilding legend, Gregg Valentino. What's up?
What are you doing, my brother Joe? How you doing today?
What's up, man? What's going on? Let's say hello to some of these people in the chat.
Surely.
You know, our boy Dan is here.
Dan, what's going on, brother?
Looking forward to the show. Haven't been here in a while, live one in a while. What's up, Dan?
Attaboy, Dan. Thank
We
you.
got James gives a thumbs up. He goes, yes, thanks for some good contact. That's right. Thank you.
James.
Rex Banner, the bosses are back. That's
Yes.
right.
Thank you, Rex.
Dan again says popcorn, yellow stripe, smile. That's right. Thank you so much, man.
That's not my friend Rex, is it, Rex? That's not.
I don't know. James Kirkpatrick. Gentlemen, hail. What's up, James Kirkpatrick?
What are you doing, James?
What's going on? What about our Yankees? 8-3, huh? They're looking good. Second best record in the
Well, now it's 8-4 because they lost today, 1-0.
Oh, I didn't see today's game.
They suck. They suck. They the 2 wins, the 2 losses they should have had, they blew in the 9th inning. Is the game that they had in the back pocket blew in the 9th inning. I don't like their relief pitching. Plus, let me tell you something. Judge is not hitting at all right now. You could go, Judge, here you go. Lob the ball, can't hit. And when he doesn't hit, Yankees don't win. And you can't keep bringing back the same team and expect different results. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I wanted to ask you, do you think the 98 Yankees were the best team ever?
Oh, that's tough. It's hard to take guys out of their era. Remember, when you had like Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Bill Dickey, you had so many fucking monsters on those teams. That's hard to say. Even a young Joe DiMaggio came on. It's tough. That's tough. I mean, those teams won every fucking year. You know.
Yeah, you think of Murderers Row, obviously.
Yeah,
Murderers
it's
Row.
brutal. But I mean, I gotta be honest, they're right there with them, though. They were a bad team. The thing is, they weren't packed with home run hitters. They were packed with guys who got on base and got the job done. I mean, Scott Brocious was their 9th batter, and he fucking, you know what I'm saying?
I think the 98 team, nobody hit over 35 home runs or something.
Right, but I think Tino Martinez one year won the home run thing with like 35 home runs, but that's not their ninth hitter Scott Brocious once batted 300. The whole lineup was just on base all the time. You know, Steve, look at my Steve.
There is Steve Z. What's up, Joe and Greg? We got our of course Holly. What's up, Holly? Hey, I'm early. What's up? What's up, Holly?
Holly, what are you doing?
Big Bear. Hey guys, what's going on?
Big Bear, what's up, my brother?
John Mancini's in there.
John,
what's going on, John? What's going on, man? It's good to see you all, man. Yeah, but the Yankees, I think, looking good, man. I have a lot of faith in them.
It's a little bit, it just kills me. Keep bringing out the same team, and they keep getting these guys like off the fucking, scrap heap. You know what I mean? Blackburn, Bird, all these other guys that from other teams were discarded. They think like we're gonna catch lightning in a bottle.
John Mancini said, "Happy early birthday to Dan." Oh, it's Dan's birthday. What's going on, Dan? Happy birthday, Dan! If it's your birthday,
how you doing, brother? Is that
it? Son of Sammy Davis says, "What's up, boys? Today was a terrible loss, but I got a lot of hope. Our offense hasn't exploded yet, and our starting pitch is the best."
He knows, Nick. You can't keep bringing out the same team that last year failed. You know what I'm saying? And last year they ran away with it in the end of March, April, May, June, and then mid-June, all of a sudden it goes like that. Now, if they don't win all those games in April and May last year, they wouldn't even been anywhere, But Judge don't hit. He's not hitting at all. You don't win. Nobody in that team, once you get past like the 5th hitter, 6th hitter, nobody hits. And, I don't know, their bullpen to me is weak. I don't Bednar makes me shit. It's like fucking Clay Holmes all over again.
Yep. Dan says, thanks, John. April 13th is Dan's birthday. And John Mancini's birthday is actually next Thursday too. All right, John.
Guys are March. Oh wait, no, it's April. April babies. Yes.
Tino Martinez never led the league in home runs, but he did have 44 and 97.
Yeah, I do it one year. I'm pretty sure one year I could have sworn he actually won the home run title. I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn. And Nick knows he's very good with this stuff. I could have sworn one year the home run, was won by him, and it was only in the 30s.
Yeah, Martinez. I caught his foul ball when he played with the Mariners. It was
Did you really?
Yeah, when he was with the Mariners at the time. It was Yankees versus Mariners, and I caught Tino's for a foul ball. I also caught Cecil Fielder's foul ball.
Oh fuck! How'd you do that, man?
It came towards me, and I just stuck my hand up and just went in there, and like three people.
Oh, you caught it barehanded, or did you have a
barehanded? I didn't have a glove. Barehanded. I just stuck my hand up, and it went right to it. It was kind of crazy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, kind of crazy, man. And you know where I was, by the way, before we got on the air? I was at the Verizon store. Okay.
Today.
So I had an iPhone 12. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it started with these storage message, low space, all this bullshit. And I've had it for like 6 years or whatever it was, 6-7 years. And then all this other shit started happening. And sure enough, I go to work one day today and it doesn't work at all. It says no SIMs. Start messing around with it. Right. I have to go to a Verizon store. Now I have my work phone, a backup phone that I use because that was the only way I can communicate with some people. Went to Verizon store. He's like, and he's telling me, he said like Apple like does this on purpose.
Oh,
they do this on purpose so that you have to buy a phone every 2 or 3 or 4 years. He says they get the software out, boom, and then he's wipe it and send you a virus or something. And the guy was telling me, he says, not Verizon, it's Apple. So he's like, so I bought a brand new phone. The Apple, whatever, 718, whatever the hell it is.
Wow, look at that. I'm going to be honest with you. The computer's the same shit. The people that make the antivirus make the virus so that you have to buy the antivirus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy shit.
Yeah, Son of Sammy said, no, Greg, you're confusing it with winning the home run derby in 97, beating out Griffey and Bonds.
Is that what he won the home run derby over Griffey and Bonds, or he was in the home run derby, Griffey and Bonds?
He was confusing it.
Griffey was a phenomenal baseball player. My God, you know what I mean?
Really? Yeah, he was.
I actually think I'm glad that we got Cody Bellinger back because I think he's better than Juan Soto. I mean, Juan Soto is a great hitter, but so is Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger won the MVP. Juan Soto never won the MVP, and Cody Bellinger is a way better outfielder.
Well, Soto's hurt now.
Who's hurt?
Soto. Then he
hurt his calf.
He hurt his calf, and that's going to go, he's going to be getting hurt all the time now. I bet all the time he'll be on the DL. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, they're not sure how old he really is, because, when you come from the Dominican Republic, I told you, my girlfriend has one of her sisters. They're not sure of her age. You know what I mean? They don't know her act. Her mother can't remember when she gave birth. And they gave birth to, I guess, at home or something. I don't know. They don't get, so there's no certificate, whatever. But she doesn't know when her birthday is.
Do they know when your mother-in-law's birthday is? Do they do carbon dating for that?
That's the only way to find out. That was a good one, Joe. That was good. I like that. Carbon dating.
I don't know. We'll see. What else we got here? John Scuderi's in there. I see John.
John Scuderi. Odd question.
Big Bag Bear says odd question, but have either of you had an experience with dominatrix? I kind of want to try this out for shits and giggles. No, not me.
No dominatrixes, but all you have to do is date a Latin chick. You don't need a dominatrix. You'll get fucking abused anyway.
What is it said? In other words, he's like Kevin Gates. He's got 2 phones. Yeah, I do have a work phone and I have this phone. So
I know have 2 phones,
and I don't even want it, but I just got to have it for whatever.
Yeah, my friend Charlie Gasparino, who works for Fox News, he has 2 phones too.
Help smoke crack and can't get up says they have a new phone every couple of months. Apple already sends out these viruses too. AI is going to get even worse. Yep. The phone is great though. It has this all this AI stuff on it now. Like I could just type in what I want to do, or take a picture or whatever. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. Son of Sammy Davis says historically calf injuries lead to Achilles tendons tears. Karen Durant, Aaron Rodgers, Edwin Diaz. The list goes on. So be careful with that. What do you think?
I agree with him. Some of those things are just. It's almost like if you have a really bad back. I drew my back out when I was like 16 years old doing barbell rows. And, from there on, you always have issues with your back. You know what I'm saying? At times it flares up. And, right now I got like the sciatica is killing me, But me and Lee Priest, that's what we sit and talk about our sciatica.
Yeah. Now I'm going to put up a picture, Greg. And, this person's got a lot of talk on the internet. So people in the chat, maybe you can see this. So this guy was on the Olympia stage or something in China, and he's been getting a lot of heat because of the way he looked. Okay. And look, I don't know him, but he's on the stage, so he's better than me. So let's put it this way. But he's getting a lot of flack because what he looks like. I'm going to show you the picture right now. Okay. It's this guy right here. Do you see him? I just popped him up.
Yeah. How the hell did he get on the Olympia stage, though?
So I don't know what it is. It's in like China or something like that. And he got on there. And like I said, I don't know his condition. Maybe he has something wrong. I don't know. But I give him credit. He's on the stage. And he's got pretty decent legs, and he's got, but just that, I don't know. In a world today, getting on stage like that, if you kind of say things bad about him, people kind of say, "Oh, what are you doing?"
No, but here's the thing: I don't get how you have to qualify to be in the Mr. Olympia. So that means he had to have won a show.
I guess
like
so.
To represent a country, or maybe he represents a country that doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat knows more of the story. I don't know.
I mean, guys, Big Lenny. There's a lot of guys that used to get up on stage. I know guys in New York here that used to get up on stage like that. There was one guy, I can't remember his name. He wouldn't tan. He would be like, he would look worse, way worse than that. And he'd be like, "How do I look? How do I look?" Huh? And we're like, "Are you fucking serious?" And he'd be out there with hair on his chest, hasn't tanned. I think he was on the spectrum, though. So I would tell him, "You look good."
Yeah, Holly says he looks like he has Down syndrome. Well, he may. I don't know.
Maybe, but Holly, you know that in order to get on the Olympia stage, now I can understand if that was a local show. There's a lot of that goes on at local shows. It's not unheard of. But to be on the Olympia stage, you have to be invited. You have to qualify to be on the Olympia stage. Mm-hmm. Like somebody who wins, like a local show, like wins, the Nationals or whatever. Unless they changed the fucking thing, you had to win a pro show to be able to get on, the Olympia stage. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they give out pro cards like candy today, so you never.
Your pro card here. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
James Kirkpatrick says, "I'm sure it's an amateur competition. It may be. I don't know too much about it.
I don't know. It's amateur Mr. Olympia. Maybe he might represent a country that doesn't really have many bodybuilders, or it's weak with that stuff.
Yeah, Son of Samuel Davis says, "I think it's disrespectful to the other contestants and audience to waste their time like that. A local show is one thing, but Olympia is different." Yeah, I don't know too much of the contest, but he was on there, and I've seen other people on stage with him, and they looked phenomenal. They looked pretty good. I don't know.
Even if it's the amateur Olympia, I guess there's an amateur. I don't know. They run so many shows today that Joe, the Joe Mataraz's fucking, open. Who the fuck knows?
William Allen said, "Hey, good evening, guys. Did you hear that the NFL's Pittsburgh police to sign a disclaimer that the NFL isn't responsible if they get hurt during the draft? Police union said no. I
don't know, William.
I guess Pittsburgh.
I have no idea what any of that really means. Like, why would you need cops if somebody gets hurt during the draft?
Pittsburgh police to sign a disclaimer. Maybe it's Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know. Well, NFL, he said. So I don't know what Pittsburgh police. Not really sure.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Arnold's son looks pretty good as a natural. Yeah, he did. Did you see Arnold's son?
It looks all right. He doesn't look bad. God bless him. I mean, he just started training. He just started training recently. It's not like he's been bodybuilding for 10 years, since he was a kid. He just picked it up.
And he just won that show. He just won a show.
Yeah, he just, not for nothing, but I mean, that's what he wants to, if that's what he wants to do. And God bless him for being natural. I was natural 23 years.
Yeah,
until I started doing it. I think
he probably got a little bit of pull to get get the win.
Can I say something? I just finished doing a whole podcast about this with Iron Mag Labs, but let me just tell you something. He had in there. They show him when we do the show on Iron Mag Labs. They show him training with Phil. Jesus
Phil Heath?
Christ. No, I don't know why I said Phil Heath. Mike O'Hearn.
Okay.
Schwarzenegger. Other guys in Gold's Gym, they were helping him out. Like Michael Hearn was helping him. So when you have a fucking nice, team like that behind you, you'd be shocked because they could take that guy that just competed in the Mr. Olympia that he just showed me and make him look good. I'm just saying, he's got some good backing. Hey, listen, good for the kid. I think it's great. Why does he have to be on juice? Why does everybody give a shit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
John Salty, my boys, and chat up. I hope everyone is doing great.
How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well, brother.
Mowing 1551, big Valentino fan. Keep up the content, guys. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That makes one person. Thank you.
Son of Sammy Davis said, "Greg, what is your thoughts on the man who murdered the Ukrainian girl, was deemed unfit for trial, yet was out on bail and awaiting trial when he did that?"
They all do. It's because he's a fucking savage. You know what I'm saying? If he was a white dude, they'd fucking throw him away. Listen, I'm sorry, but there's no such thing. Anybody who commits a murder, and they all try to make believe, like, I hear voices, all the shit. But, because I think he tried to say, like, voices were telling him to do that shit. They're all full of shit. It doesn't matter. Even if he's mentally unfit, it's like it's almost like if you cook a nice fucking pot of gravy or something and it burns on the bottom, you got to dump the whole fucking thing. It's no good anymore. So even if he's mentally fucking cuckoo, what does that mean? You got to let him go on the street? No, it means if he was just like a lump of clay, you would squeeze to get to start over again. I just feel once you're a savage like that, send him to a fucking Iran,
Yeah. Steve Z said, everyone laughed at me at my first show. Steve Z did a show? Bodybuilding show? No.
No, he's full of shit. He's fucking playing around. See, Steve's probably pissed because by accident yesterday I was doing a Joe Pietaro show, with Joe, and I showed the magazine, and I put Steve's picture in the magazine. So there's a picture of Steve going like this in the magazine. I forgot I put it on there. I'm thinking, oh shit, he's probably gonna be like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Holly, are you serious?
Sorry,
Holly said, are you serious? He's out on bail? That's right up the road for me.
I don't know if he's on bail or not. I think he was out on bail when he did it, but they're saying he's unfit to let him go. He can't, we can't jail him for that. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're going to put him in a nut house. But then all of a sudden, some doctor says, he's doing fine on his meds. He's cured, and let him go. And as soon as he gets out, his mother supposedly even told, I don't know if it was his mother or sister, told even the district attorney, don't let him out. He's bad. You know what I mean? He's, you see the guy that just had a guy that fucking killed a savage from Haiti, killed a fucking
ice with a hammer.
Yeah, with the hammer. Dude, he hit her one shot so hard she hit the ground, and he stood on top of her, just going like this on her fucking face and head. You can imagine what that fucking poor thing, which she died.
And no one does anything when, like, people walking around, they don't see that and jump in and help. I mean, come on, you got to do something. Man.
What about the guy in the fucking bus? He was stabbing, everybody else just sat there because they're afraid. They're afraid. And today, if you do something to stop that guy, especially if you're white, you're fucking, it's what, you're a racist. You know what I mean? Look at that kid, Daniel Penny. You know what I mean? Look what happened with him on the train.
Yeah, 100%. Hold on one second. Someone else is going back. So I got another message over here or something. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Keep talking, Greg.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's what I mean. The savages rule today. You know what I mean? How many times you see these guys who have killed young girls and stuff and all that, and they've, you see that they've been arrested 25 times. I mean, 25 times. Come on, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even 2 times. You should be in jail. Forget about it. But we're living in a strange world. Look at these people. Half this fucking country is voting for Iran against us. It's because they hate Trump so much. Look at the left. When Trump was going to fucking, wipe out Iran's, all their bullshit there. The left is like, oh, you can't do that. That's so bad. This, that thing. And then when he didn't do it, they're like, you coward, you chicken motherfucker. Like, well, which is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sick though. When 9/11 happened, everybody kind of came together and everybody was, very patriotic. Right now, it doesn't matter. Iran could drop a bomb on us. And I think there's people, and the left would be like, well, it's Trump's fault they dropped a bomb on it. It's just sick.
Yeah, 100%. I was going to ask you about the Strait of Hormuz. How come we can't get control of that? Like, what's the reasoning?
Well, we can. We have to take control of it. And that's what Trump is trying to get them to just, if he keeps fucking just savagely fucking them up. The problem is in this country, already the Democrats want to impeach him. They want to do article, and 25th Amendment, get him out of there, all this other shit. They want, so if he fucks them up, like, thank God that they fucking got that poor bastard that was, ejected out of the plane, the Air Force guy that was, lost in the fucking mountains of Iran. Thank God, because if Iran would have got him, they would have paraded him around. They would have beat the shit out of him. They would have fucking had him on TV. And the liberals in this country, you would have had people marching on literally on the White House to get Trump out of here. Look what you did and all this stuff. So thank God we got him. But do you know how many fucking people that are in the president's inner circle? We're telling them, you can't do this. You can't try to save him. Because what happens if, every time we try to do that, even in Lone Survivor, They shot down one of the helicopters, like 20 guys that were on that helicopter died. You know what I mean? Black Hawk Down, all of that, right? So they were telling Trump, don't do it. He has to find his way out of there on his own. Trump just crossed the mountains, maybe into, wherever, but he's got to go do it on his own. Trump's like, fuck that. I'll risk it. And he got him out of there. And a lot of people are hoping, please, don't let him get him out of there so we can, because they want to blame Trump. It's sick. This country's fucking whacked with that shit. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah.
Nothing
now they're
like
saying the insurance also too. The Lords of London won't let. They're not covering cargo going through. And then Trump said that he would take the risk and he would pay for it.
Well, what's happening is Iran still is controlling that.
How can they be controlling it? We bombed the shit out. There's nobody there.
But the problem is that he'd rather them like simmer down, make a deal with us. We'll take care of everything, and we'll even maybe have a toll where you make part of that money. They don't want that. They want to control it. And Trump can take it if he wants, but you don't understand. He has to fucking be diplomatic. It has to be his last resort because they're waiting for him to do something like that. You know what I mean? If he would have bombed the bridges, look what they fucking did. They're savages. They have all women and children holding hands surrounding the bridges and surrounding the nuclear power plants out there. They had women and children surrounding that shit. So if Trump bombed them, what do you think would have happened? The women and children would be dead. So then they could fucking videotape all these dead kids and women and shit, right? And say, look what Trump did. So the fucking savages in this country go nuts, right? But if that was Obama, you know what I mean? Oh no, they'd be like, Iran is, is a threat to the United States. They all say that shit, right? Until Trump says it, then they're like, oh God,
100%, 100%. Let's see. Son of Sam says, I hear a voice in my head to squeeze a nice girl's ass in the club, but I never listen. I hate that.
You'll get arrested.
100%.
Unless she tells you to squeeze it.
John says, Joe, you got to acknowledge the Viagra and lower blood pressure. The guy's whacked out. Well, I think also the guy who was doing it was also on cocaine when he was doing it. So that's why he was saying, I think, but I listen, but Garrett's actually really good, John. You really,
what's he talking about?
Garrett's talking about my friend Garrett, he's really knowledgeable. He's really good. He knows everything about peptides. He's been in a compounding for a long time.
But what's he talking about? Viagra and Cialis.
Viagra's lower blood pressure. Because I think Garrett said it could elevate your blood pressure, but obviously I guess it does lower, it does lower your blood pressure. I don't know. But the guy who was doing it was also on cocaine and all that stuff, so whatever. William Allen said the Pittsburgh schoolgirls are remote. Remote for that week of the draft, so the city can charge people parking in the school parking lots. LOL, money scam.
I still know nothing about any of that stuff. I don't care about the NFL draft at all. I fucking hate football. Oof.
And you were a good player too.
Yeah, I know. My father shoved football up my ass. My father was the sickest football fucking fan I ever saw.
Is that why you hate it so much now? Because you got shoved out and
No. Me and my father had a great relationship, but I got to be honest with you. The way he was with football was sick. My God. You know what I mean? He was crazy about football.
Was he a Jets or Giants fan?
He liked both. I mean, he was more. I mean, if they played each other, he'd be Giants. Just like I like. If I was going to root for football, it'd be the Jets and the Giants, right? If I baseball, I'm Yankees and Mets, but I like the Yankees on my team. The Mets are my second team. You know what I'm saying? Like you take the Yankees out of it, I'm rooting for the Mets all the way. But like Ranger hockey, my family's big Ranger fans. Blah 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 blah.
Road Dog says the good citizens are the criminals.
It's sick though today. It really is sick. I can't believe the Jew hate. If any of you guys are Jewish on here, and you're into that, like Netanyahu's like oh my God, I can't believe the shit I hear is just like fucking unbelievable. Jake Shields, I'm friends with him on that thing. Oh my God, I've had arguments with him. I can't take it anymore.
With who?
Jake Shields, on I can't take it. It's just the Jew hate is just unfucking believable. Oh, the Zionists, they're stealing the land, that poor Gaza. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, give me a break with all that shit.
Yeah. Big up here. Does Greg remember Special Ed, aka Jason Stearns from MD? Jason Stearns?
Yes, I do. It's funny you say that, Big Bear. I was just thinking about him the other day. Yes, I do. special ed. Right. I remember. I think he was actually a lawyer, Big Bear. I believe he was a lawyer, and and that's what he did for a living. I haven't seen that guy. Oh my God, maybe since I've seen him personally, like 2006, maybe, long time ago.
Wow.
What, you know what happened to him?
No, I don't know. Dan says all these people have criminal records and they just keep letting them out.
It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It's just like the woman. They just had the woman on TV. Her daughter was missing, and the savage fucking raped and killed her, and he put her in a fucking garbage pail, and he left her body in there for I think like 21 days or some shit. And when the cops got him, he said, she was at my house hanging out, and she overdosed on drugs and died, so I stuck her in a garbage pail. And they said, oh, okay, and they let her go.
Oh my God.
They let him go. They let him go.
Oh my God.
It's just fucking crazy. You're like, what? Mm-hmm. What? You know what's funny? I went to school with a guy. Steve Z, you know who I'm talking about. I went to school with a guy who was a famous case. He was involved in drug dealing, him and his roommate, right, in Florida. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the cops were staking out the house, right? And his roommate did some drugs and he died on the couch. So the kid I grew up with took his roommate, put him on the floor, rolled him up in a fucking carpet, right? And was carrying him out to the truck to fucking dump his body somewhere. And the cops fucking come running in. What do you do? Drop the fuck, and they roll out the carpet and there's the dead kid. Now the kid I grew up with was in jail for murder for the rest of his life. But what a stupid fuck. Oh my God. Steve, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you know who it is, Steve.
John Mancini said the Democrats are complaining about Trump using too much war when Biden forked out a slot of money to Ukraine.
Wait a minute now. Let me tell you something. What about Obama? $900 billion, whatever it was that he gave fucking Iran. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it is? He's like the guy, you're afraid of the bully that beat your ass every day for your lunch money. So each day you bring money and you give it to him, hoping that he's not going to beat your ass. So he could beat. That's what it was like with Obama. But they all say Iran's the biggest threat to him.
Yes.
You know who said that? When they asked her, Kamala Harris said, if I get in the presidency, I will. Iran is our biggest.
So did Hillary.
Enemy. Hillary said it. They'll say. But now that Trump says it, they're like, oh, Iran's our friend. I mean, I can't believe these Democrats say it's really, it's like, I'm like, wait, what?
Yep.
It came out of your mouth that you said that Iran is the biggest threat. And now this guy's fucking neutered Iran. And you people are like, crucify him. I'm like, holy shit, it's sick.
Everyone says, do something about Iran. We got to do something about Iran. Then suddenly Trump does something about Iran. And everyone, throws.
But Netanyahu controls Trump, and oh my God, dude, nobody controls Trump. Trust me. You think get out of here, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting. James Kirkpatrick said we're getting close to a third world country.
Well, if you let ICE do their fucking job, I mean, if you see the shit, I mean, go on fucking Twitter. I mean, you could see the shit all over the place that's going on in Germany. The UK has, I think, 17 or more different no-go zones that actually have Sharia law and Sharia courts and everything. Like, if you go in there, you're subject to the law of Sharia. You understand? Even if you're not fucking Muslim, you don't go there. This is the UK. Go fucking check it out. It's like, I was watching a whole thing about this. I'm like, Jesus, Germany, France, there's no-go zones. I mean, they can't go in there because it's ridiculous.
100%. James Kuhn said, no disrespect, Greg, but do you ever do your own research or just get all your information from political pundits?
Here we go.
Research for yourself. JFK in Israel. He knew.
Listen, JFK, who? You talking about JFK, the father or JFK? Listen, I have researched. I'm not stupid. I don't just sit here and watch TV. I'm just telling you. I also watch what comes out of their mouths. You understand? So when I got a Democrat saying, Iran is an existential threat to the United States and all this other shit, you have Chuck Schumer saying that, what Chuck, there's videos also of Chuck Schumer even talking about immigrants, you can't, in 2007, they have him saying, we need to close the border. You can't just let anybody, Obama, this is a country of laws. You can't just rules. You can't just come in here. You will be deported, right? So I go by what comes out of their fucking mouths. I know that there's been Israeli, bullshit, but it depends on how you look at it. They're the ones who are fucking constantly being persecuted. I mean, you're probably one of those guys. Oh, the Zionists, the evil Zionists. It's unbelievable. You know, everybody's attacking them. You know, I'm not Jewish. I got no stake in the game, but I don't see it. I don't, and I don't see how there's a Jew on this planet that fucking votes Democrat. You're out of your fucking minds. It just.
100%. John Mancini said, "Did you guys see the new Hodge twins video about Trump?" No, I did not. Did you?
No, it disappoints me. You know, they even follow me on Twitter. I had a little video where I told him off a little bit. I can't, not in the video. Excuse me. I commented on one of their videos where I told them, "Hey guys, man, you drink the Candace Owens Kool-Aid. Everybody, I think, if you go the opposite, all these people who were once Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene, fucking Tucker Carlson, even Megyn Kelly, the list goes on. Now all of a sudden, the Jews, the this, the that, the evil Jews, Netanyahu, the underground, the Zion, blah, 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 all this bullshit. It's just amazing. We're wasting money on a war over there. Bullshit. Do you realize, I watched one of the Intel guys today, and they were talking about how they were 10 days to 2 weeks away from their uranium being ready for a nuclear warhead. And then they have that fucking missile that they just shot that hit that island of Joe Matarazzo, whatever. It was a Spanish guy's name. I don't remember the name. But they're saying that missile could have went to the heart of London. It could have hit the heart of France. And they have one that could come real close to New York. They have a fucking space program. Do you ever see them like fucking, oh, look, there's the Iranians. Look, they're going up to the moon. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what they use the space program for? It's a fucking bullshit thing. They're testing missiles, how far they can actually shoot a missile. They're saying that using it to go to the moon, like that kind of shit for space purposes. Bullshit. They're inches away. All they have to do is take that nuclear warhead, put it on that fucking bomb that just hit Joe Matarazzo Island, and we're fucked. I live in New York. So the first place, Joe, you live in Jersey. So, and you live in a tri-state area. In a tri-state area,
we're all fucked.
We're going to be fucked. If that ever happens.
For the first one's fucked. Yep, 100%.
You know what you think? You're like this. If I go like this, the boogeyman's not in the room. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see when a little kid thinks there's a monster in the room, right? There's a monster when he's in his bed. He puts the fucking sheet over his head like that. Like that's going to protect. If there was a monster, do you think that sheet's going to protect you? Do you understand? That's what people think. If we don't, if we ignore Iran, you're fucking stupid. Trump didn't do this because, I think I'm going to fuck with Iran. He's been saying this since the 1980s. Go watch interviews with him when he's with Oprah. Iran needs to be stopped. You fuckers, I'm fucking going to be 66 years old. I remember when the fucking Ayatollah took over and it was death to America. They took the American hostage. It took fucking Ronald Reagan. He said, when he won the presidency, and he said, the moment I get sworn in, I'm fucking them up if they don't release the hostage. And you know what's funny? As he was being sworn in, they released the hostages because they knew he meant business. Go watch Trump talk back then when Trump was young.
Yep.
He's saying the same thing now. It's not like Netanyahu fucking grabbed his balls and said, "You got to do this." It's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
He's been saying it for fucking 47 years.
And so have all the Democrats. They've been saying it too.
Every one of them have said it.
They've said it too.
It's the same thing with immigrants. Chuck Schumer said in 2007, there's a great video of him going, "Don't fall for when they say that immigrants, when they're migrants. That's a trick word. That's a word that they're going to try to use to say they're not migrants. They're immigrants, and they're here illegally, and they need to go." That's what he said. So now he's like, we need to protect the migrants. Let me ask you a question. Since ISIS has been doing all this shit, have you fucking guys had any trouble getting fruits and vegetables at your grocery store? No. Right? Is there still maids at the hotels or fucking? Is it they're cutting the grass and shit? Do you have any problems? Is that happening? No. You know why? Because those people all have visas to come here to pick the fruits of it. Their families have been doing this. As a matter of fact, we bus them here. We pay for them to come here. Do you get that? It's not the savages you see cutting holes in the fence and fucking running over here. It's a different fucking story.
Yeah, I saw one guy who actually turned himself in because he was, he was illegal and he turned himself in. He did it and he turned himself in, and he says, I was warned, like with letters for a year, 2 years, he said, I was warned that they said, you need to, do the right thing, whatever. And then they finally caught up to him. He says, so we're warning people. We're now past that point, and now we're going in and just taking them out. This guy said,
dude, the thing is, you see these savages that are driving trucks, right? They're illegally here. They're driving trucks. And when they see their light, the fucking cops see their license and it says, name unknown. Are you fucking joking me? I have to go down to the fucking motor vehicle bureau with my fucking birth certificate, my fucking social security card, you know what I mean? Everything, all kinds of different proof of ID for myself. And I have to spell my name exactly the way it is, with my middle initial, all this other bullshit. And these guys write name unknown, and they get how did they get a fucking driver's license? But they just give it to them because they want them here. It's just mind-boggling. Yeah. They can't read the road signs. They're driving this fucking giant fucking rig, and Jimmy the Polo Tay, because he drives that kind of shit, on the fucking wrong side of the road. It's just get out of here. It's fucking nuts.
They have no problem giving their ID for like a welfare check.
No, the Democrats want it because the Democrats can no longer, they're fucked up, and they can no longer win an election. Everything Mondami promised, where's the free buses? Where's all that free grocery stand stuff? Where's all that shit?
You ever see that free grocery stand stuff? There's a line miles long.
It was one stand, and you know what it was? It was
bread.
Fucking bananas, bread, fucking apples. It was, you know what it was? It was no different from if you go to a food pantry. You know what I mean? You get your little mac and cheese. It's a food pantry.
Yep.
You go to your local food. You could Google wherever you live. There's a food pantry somewhere near you. Go to fucking food pantry. Go get food. They're not giving out steaks and fuck. You can't sit there and go, yes, what aisle's the saffron risotto? That'd be aisle 6. Do you have lactate 0 fat milk? You know what I mean?
No, it's nothing like that.
No. You get what they give you.
Yeah, you get just a little bit like, porridge and stuff like that. Nothing great, Steve Z. Garrett is the man, Joe. Thank you. Holly said, I like Garrett. Thank you. What we said? He says, Johnson Dairy says, the goat herders drive up the strait and dump water mines in the Strait of Hormuz. That's the issue. The boats hit the mines and blow up.
Yes, John Scuderi, my brother. How you doing, brother? Yes, he's right. What they have, like Donald Trump even talked about that. There's a boat. They'll get a boat, a small boat, and they have these mines, and they just throw them in the water. Now they know where they are, so they know how to avoid them.
But with our technology and everything, why can't we just?
We can, but the problem is, Trump will just fucking set the whole fucking thing off, and then it's good. But then you're gonna have people. He has to give them they have to fucking almost make it so that we have no choice but to do that, because if he keeps giving him every chance under the sun. Everybody thought, all the Democrats were like, please, please, please blow up all those kids and all those women holding hands. Please, please, please blow up. They wanted it to happen so they could be like, look at what that's it. War crimes, And it's not a war crime because it's been done before, but whatever, right? So he didn't do it. And that's not why he didn't do it. First of all, I don't think he ever was going to do it. And I'll tell you why. What happens when you see the reporters go, what's your plan? And you know what he says? I'm not going to tell you. Well, what's your plan? What's your next level? I'm not telling you. Why? Because he says, because you got big mouths, and whoever knows, we keep it within just a few people that know what's going to happen. So why say, I'm going to bomb because I think he knew all along they were going to put the kids, it was going to, it was making a show. So they got scared. Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? I don't think he would have telegraphed it.
Yeah.
He didn't telegraph anything. It comes right out. You know what I mean? I don't think he would have done that. I actually thought if he was going to bomb something, he was going to make them all stand in front of that, like singing Kumbaya, however you say it in Arabic, and then go bomb another fucking place or something. But
I just think we should just take our military and just take over the strait.
See, the problem is, too, then you have to throw some boots on the ground. And in this country, everybody's like, oh, put your son and daughter out there. No, fuck you, man. My son fucking, was in the army. Listen.
Have Israel put their boots on the ground.
Israel would do it. Let me tell you something. If Israel wanted, they already said, we can end Gaza and we can end the Lebanon thing. We can end it all in one day. One day it's gone, done. Because Israel is not only nuclear power, but they're badasses, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Believe me, you don't want to fight Israel. That little tiny fucking Middle East is like this, and Israel's like this. And none of those fucking people could fuck up Israel. If they wanted to, they could fuck them all up. They They're the baddest. They have more intel than anybody. They're the one giving fucking Trump the intel. I'm just telling you, they're fucking badasses.
Our dog says we can't question Gregg the Almighty. That's right.
Damn right.
John Scale says you don't have to research. Just watch Fox to get the facts. Only Dems lie. The Muslims started the anti-Jew propaganda.
Oh, of course they did. And but this country, they buy it. They have people on. Look at. Do you know what kills me? Did you guys just see that fucking? Did you see that they just got Soleimani's niece and her daughter? Right. They're living here and they're doing all this propaganda. They go online and do all this. They're behind a lot of the pro-Iran, pro-fucking Gaza movement. And they're in Lapalachia, they're in bikinis posing and shit. The one's got the little dog under the fucking army, the little fucking furry white dog, and walking around in bikinis and their belly button showing. They got their lips pumped. Meanwhile, the girls over there, fucking one strand of hair shows, and they fucking just put the kibosh. They just killed a girl 2 days ago that was 16 because she showed her hair and she wanted to fucking, protest against the, Iran, and they killed her, right? But these chicks, Soleimani, they got more makeup on than God, right? I don't understand it. It's they're in bikinis. They're not covering their hair. It's all fucking fake shit.
Son of Sammy Davis said reports suggest as many as 85 exist, Gregg. Although the UK claims UK law supersedes these courts, and it's mostly for Muslim divorces.
That's all bullshit, Nick. They're not for. There's no-go zones. I see videos all the time of like, go on Twitter. I agree. I know, Nick. I'm not saying you're full of shit. I'm saying I know. I agree with you with that. But I'm saying that there are no-go zones. You just can't go in there. And if you get caught in there, you're subject to their laws. It's similar, Nick. It's similar to what happens in this country if you go on a reservation. Reservation. Wait, did I say it right? Reservation, like the Indian reservation, right? Like like if you go on one of those reservations and you like where they have like even their they have the gambling and all that shit. If you do something to bust their law, they have their own laws, and you're subject to their laws if you're on their land.
Yeah, I hate that stolen land argument they always make. It gets ridiculous, stolen land. But yet they're stolen land, but yet they're in their homes in their.
Did you know that there's no such thing? It's conquered land. Number one. Number two, they were starving. The American Indians. They were having a lot of trouble. Okay. Number three. Which tribe do we owe the money to? Because there's 10,000 tribes. They all hated each other. Number four, we bought the land from Mexico, right? We bought that shit. It's just all bullshit. And you know what? Before they fucking American Indians were here, 2,000 years ago, they said the Vikings were here. The Vikings had been here.
Yep.
Give me a break with all that shit.
Yeah, stolen land, because you think about then every place in the world would have stolen land.
Well,
the whole world.
But let me ask you a question. If it's stolen land, if it's stolen, right?
It's conquered. We conquered.
Then the people who sit here on your computer with your bullshit and do that, just stolen land. Well, get out. Find an American, a Native American, because we've got to be politically correct, not an Indian. We could, go find one of them and give them your house. Let them stay there. You know what I mean? And you're on stolen. I never heard of such a. It's like when white people are evil. You know what I mean? Well, they're white, right? And it's just like.
Yeah, I think the land belongs. I think the land belongs to your mother-in-law because she was here during the Ice Age.
Oh my God, she was the Gigantopithecus. You know what?
The woolly mammoth.
Yes, the woolly mammoth. You know how like a Bigfoot. Bigfoot is Gigantopithecus. You know that, right? Like they think it's still there was an ape that lived in North America here. Gigantopithecus. Thing was like 10 or 12 feet high, but it died off like 10,000 years ago.
William Allen said, our ICE arrested 13 illegals at a DMV here in Pittsburgh. None spoke English, and they were trying to get a license.
None spoke English. Oh, well. I mean, but then I have, if I got to renew my license and I forget one page, I got to go back home. It's just unbelievable. They have more rights than a citizen. What's the white thing on my shoulder? Was it bug?
Yeah. They have a ton of rights. John Scary said, Hodge twins are going soft for the money. I unfollowed them on Facebook. They had enough of their BS.
When they started doing that, like we're giving away a car shit, that's all that shit's bullshit. Everybody that does that, there's no such thing. We're giving away a Jeep. No, it's bullshit.
No, bullshit.
Show me who got that car.
Yeah. What do you think about the rapper who did the whiteface of Charlie Kirk's wife?
I mean, I think it's a disgrace because you got people like Candace Owens that thinks it's funny, and that was Candy. That was her buddy. And the other thing is, she's over there accusing, like, do you really think that fucking, that his wife is the one who had him murdered? Get the fuck out of here.
She loved him like no.
First of all, that kid Tyler Robinson. Do you know who I said this on the show, but do you know who is the government witness for that? His mother. His father, the fucking the kid that was his boyfriend that says he was trans, whatever. It's not really trans, but whatever, right? Those people are going again. They have him dead. He admitted his handprints are all over the rifle. Oh no, but it's secret. It was Netanyahu who sent the Jews to kill him. I swear to God, they said that.
Mm-hmm. Silent 70 says, "Hey fellas, what's going on?" Silent 70, what's going on?
Silent 70.
Let's see. Raw Dog says, guys, don't forget how Obama bombed all those schools and all those women and children back in Iraq and Afghanistan days just to sweep it under the rug.
Oh yeah, dude. Obama could fucking do whatever he wants. They'll never go again. Whatever he does, it's like, he's he's a god to the left. I mean, the Democrats, if he could come back. Well, let me just tell you something. He was such a fuck up that he gave this world Donald Trump. That's why Donald Trump decided to run, and that's why he beat Hillary Clinton, who would have just been an extension of Obama.
Yeah.
So,
and I know someone who worked for Obama. He said he's the biggest asshole.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
I mean, I don't know. He said he's an asshole. I don't know much more of it. I just said he's just very, he said very cocky. So I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure of that. I think he's a fucking dick personally, but
so
somebody gave us tips or something. I see 2 green bars here.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Rick Simon gave us
Rick,
$5.
Thank you,
Rick. And then Rick Simon gave us another $5 and said, "Shut up, Greg.
You're full of shit." Thank you.
I don't know what he's full of shit of.
I don't know. Rick might be a little bit left. Who knows? Whatever. Listen. You don't have to listen to me. Yeah. Every one of you guys, you have your own opinion. You have a right to think what you want. You could think like, Kamala Harris would have been the greatest president we ever had. If that's what you want to think, that's fine. But I'm entitled to my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right. In my opinion, I am. But just like your opinion, you might be right.
Yeah, exactly. John Messina, they probably thought. John Messina said they probably thought Greg's mother-in-law was Sasquatch, like the Monster Quest. LOL.
Dude, she's Gigantopithecus. Just she shrunk. She looks like Cousin It. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they gonna do with her bones when she leaves us? Donate them to science.
Yeah, give it to fucking National Museum of Natural History.
Holly said, one of these days you're gonna see his mother-in-law come slap him in the back of the head of this podcast.
As long as she don't sit on me.
Yeah. That's true. What we got? Greg Hoffman. He says, "Happy Joe and Greg motherfucker Thursday." Yes. What's going on?
Thank you, Greg. It's just funny because I always remember the other Greg Hoffman.
Remember, Greg, you're always right. Greg, you're always right.
I'm never right. Trust me. But I do follow all this shit. And no, I don't just sit and watch TV, but I watch what people say. I watch what comes out of their mouths.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, when you hear Obama say shit like Iran is existential threat and blah, 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 and about the immigrants, you can't just have anybody come over the border. We're a country of laws. Get to the back of the line, that kind of shit.
Son of Sammy Davis says, "You can think Greg is wrong, but one thing he's not, full of shit. In my opinion, Rick, and he comes a good place." Yes, he does.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Nick.
Greg Hoffman. Joe, you're also right. Thank you. Raw Dog says, "Greg, if you were full of shit, do an enema and serve it to the haters in a cup."
That's right. I am full of shit in that way.
You're full of shit that way.
In that way, I got it.
Yeah, we got to do that. Greg, I have to wrap it up because I have another interview with a wrestler.
Yes, I remember that.
And I told you, guys, I have a wrestling interview right after this, and it's going to start actually any about 5 minutes. So I have to wrap it up. But Greg, guys in the chat, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Greg, I'll try and call you later if I can.
Yes, thank you, Joseph. And guys, don't think you have to listen to me. You have your own opinion. That's good. I'm not saying that you have to think the way I'm just telling you the way I feel. You don't have to believe me. Yeah. You believe whatever you want.
Love you guys. Greg, I love you, brother.
Love you, bro. Thanks, I love all you guys, even the haters, man.
Yeah, even the haters, we try to do our best.
Very nice today. I appreciate that, brother.
Thanks. All right.
started from nothing. Jersey streets, we owned it. Jay-Z pumping iron. Bodybuilder coding. Beings on the course.